hi, welcome. This is gonna be part 2 of my Summerween vlog. If you haven't watched part 1, go ahead and check that out. I'll go ahead and put it in the little eye thing, whatever it's called. I don't know what it's called. But yeah, I want to start off by doing a quick review of Pretty Girls by Karin Slaughter. I don't actually have the book because I rented it from my library as an audiobook, but I'll put it like here or whatever. I started reading it in that vlog in part 1, so if you want like my raw reactions up until like the halfway point of that book, go watch that first and then come back here. So Pretty Girls, I went into this thinking it was just like another thriller, you know. I was ready, I was pumped, everyone was saying it was good, but it was kind of dark. This is horror. It was a horror book, probably my first one, I think, maybe. Actually, no, I think the Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires is also horror by Grady Hendrix. But I don't know that I like horror yet, but I definitely like this book. Pretty Girls follows a family of 2 girls, Lydia and Claire, and it's pretty much, it starts off when they're younger and they have a third sister, Julia, who goes missing, and that kind of shapes what happens to their family. They have a falling out, so they stop talking to each other. A lot of bad things happen between them, and then this story kind of takes place like years later, like they're older now. It is so messed up. Like all this awful things happen. So it's a lot of like family drama. The first 50% of this book was amazing. I loved it. I was like, yes, yes, yes. It was so quick. All these things kept happening, and every time you like turn the page or finish a chapter, I was just like, oh my God, like what's gonna happen next? It was so good. And then we got to like the 50% mark, and I was like what else could really happen in this book? And then I was like, wow, I wasn't expecting this. I feel like the first 50%, if you're a thriller fan, like you would have loved it, could have finished there, was a 5-star read. And then you keep going and it just gets dark and dark and darker and darker. It got to the point where I'm just really squeamish, I guess, I don't know. This morning I proctored SAT, so I had to leave my house at like 6:30. So I'm in the car, it's still dark outside, I'm listening to this audiobook, and something happens where someone is being tortured and it's being explained how they're being tortured, and I wanted to throw up. So yeah. I still loved it though. I really did. I thought it was good. I liked the ending. I definitely recommend it, but it is kind of hard to get through in some parts if you're not used to reading horror like me. I would still give it like a 4.75, 5, just because like some parts really, really grossed me out. But it was good. And then my audio actually had a bonus, which is a short story called Blonde Girl, Blue Eyes. I don't know what it was called. Let me look it up. I don't know what it's called. I'll put it up here because I can't find it right now. But it's the short story that is a prequel to this book, but I definitely wouldn't read it first because I feel like if I would have read that first, it wouldn't have really made a difference. It wouldn't have meant anything. But it actually follows the sister who goes missing at the beginning of the book. So it's kind of what happens to her before she goes missing, and it explains her character more. And I just feel like at that point I was so invested in this family, and it was just so nice to see, like, it rounded out her character. I feel like we don't usually get perspectives of people who do go missing in a book, because it's usually not in their point of view if it's someone else trying to solve the mystery or whatever. So I thought that was really cool that that was added on there. This book does deal with rape, a lot of like heavy subjects, torturing victims, very like paints a picture. So it is kind of difficult to read if that kind of stuff bothers you, which it kind of bothered me, but it didn't stop me from finishing the book because I really liked it. But yeah, so 4.75 out of 5. I mean, I loved it. I feel like everyone should read it, except That's not true. No one should read it. I need an apology. Someone needs to apologize to me because it kind of messed me up. But yeah, so read at your own risk. About 6 o'clock, I'm gonna start. I'm thinking of Ending Things by Iain Reid. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and start reading this now. It's pretty short. It's only 200 pages. Hopefully I finish it. What a mood. I also want Cheetos, so if you find some, give me some. Okay, I start reading this. I will check in later. I don't know if y'all can hear that, but it's like storming, but it's super bright outside. This is weird, but it makes me want to read out here because I'm not getting wet, but also we probably shouldn't like watch storms, but it just smells so good. Good morning. I love this mug. One of my students gave it to me while I was student teaching. Isn't it so cute? It's like a little cow and it has udders. So I went to sleep at 9 last night, which means I only read 60 pages, but it's pretty early still. I have some breakfast. I have a PB&J and my coffee. I'm gonna sit here till I finish this. I want to say I only read for like not that long, not even an hour last night, and I got into 60 pages. So I should be able to finish this pretty quickly, and then I'm gonna read watching you after that. We do have to go grocery shopping today, but I do have it as an audiobook, so hopefully we get it done. Happy last day of Summerween. I changed locations because the table was uncomfortable. I'm on page 154 of 200. So far, this book is about a couple, and it is told in the perspective of the girl. She's our narrator. I don't know what her name is because I always forget whatever the narrator's name is, but her boyfriend's name is Jake. They're on a road trip. They're on their way to meet Jake's parents at their farm, and it's her first time meeting them. The first like 70 pages is just them in the car driving there, and I was like, these people are so interesting. Like, I would want to be on this road trip. They're having really interesting conversations, things that I feel like a lot of conversation in my life is just like, what did you do today? How was this? Anyways, and their conversation was just different. So I really liked that part of it. But then I was like, what is this book about? Like, I don't know. Then they get to the farm and everything goes to poop, because I've gotten creepy vibes ever since. We have about 40 pages left, and I'm just like, what is going on? Like, they're at a high school right now. Like, they're on their way back home. They're at a high school. What is going on? That's how I feel. And I'm totally, like, creeped out by this right now. So, we will see. Okay, so we are on our way to Sam's Club. It's like 1:30. I literally have 25 pages left of this book. I stopped. It got to a really creepy part. But my husband was like, we need to leave right now. Anyways, I like to get my stationery from Sam's Club. This Sam's Club that we're going to, I actually help open because I worked at Sam's Club for like 6 years before I started teaching. So it's not really the best memories for this club. My old club, my first club, I loved it so much. But there's so many cool things you can get at Sam's Club that I wouldn't have considered otherwise. I definitely always go down like the school office aisle because they have some pretty good stuff, good deals. And then also I like to check out their books because sometimes they have good books and they're cheap. This thing is super cool and I really want to buy one for my desk at work. I don't know if it's worth it for $20. Like, I've never seen anything like it before, but it's pretty much just like a glass pad, so you can write on it with like dry erase marker for like to-do lists and stuff for the day, and then at the end of the day, you know, you can just wipe it off, or as you're completing everything, you can wipe it off. That's like super cool, especially because I can never find post-it notes anywhere. I lose them, or I make to-do lists and then they're lost. But I really like this. I kind of want to get it. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys what I got real quick. I don't normally go grocery shopping. My husband does all the cooking at home and he normally goes grocery shopping by himself because all I know how to buy is snacks. All I do is waste money on things we don't need. So I'm gonna show you guys what I got. First off, we'll start with my snacks. So I normally buy stuff to keep in my classroom that I can just snack on, and I hope these are delicious. It's dark chocolate thins with almonds and sea salt. So it's literally just like the little carving of dark chocolate, and then it's mixed with sea salt and almonds. Excited about that. I also got Heart Healthy Mix. It's just a bunch of kind of peanuts. It has peanuts, almonds, pistachios, pecans, hazelnuts, and some sea salt. I did get a book. I got Pretty Guilty Women by Gina Lamana. I don't know. I read the back of it. It's about 4 girls, friends, who go to a wedding. Somebody dies. It's a mystery. We're gonna figure out who. I bought a Sherpa sweater. It's like, it says it's 88 outside. It feels like 100. But I bought this white Sherpa sweater. It's really cute. I was excited. And then I bought the glass board notes thing that I showed you guys in that other little clip, because you can't tempt me, because then I'll buy it. I don't understand. I don't know what's happening, and we're on page 200 of 207 pages. So unless it's gonna wrap up in the next 7 pages, I don't know what's happening. I just finished this. What? I usually don't like to say bad words. Like, I just don't, but what the I don't know. I need a process. I think I understand, but I also think I don't understand. I need someone to talk to me about this. Somebody please read it so we can talk about it. Thanks. Okay, I ate dinner. I thought about it. I'm Thinking of Ending Things by Iain Reid, and I feel like it was good. I feel like I'm going to be thinking about this book for a long time. I'm going to ask people to read it so that I can talk to them about it, because I don't want to spoil it for anybody, but I just want to know. Like, I want to know. So it definitely had a very like eerie feel to it, and I feel like the whole time I was reading it, I thought to myself, like, this could be a movie. This could be a movie. Like, even the scenes where nothing bad was happening and they were just like living their best life, I still felt like something's gonna go bad. Like, it's about to happen. So it was really cool. It did spook me. It messed with me. Also, I do and I don't appreciate the scary things happening out of school, especially because sometimes I like to go to school on the weekends. Like, if I'm gonna print a bunch of stuff for my class, because that's the only time like the printer room is empty. And if y'all watch my last vlog, you see that I'm on the 3rd floor. I go down these giant hallways, and typically during the weekends, everything is turned off because we don't turn the hallway lights on. So I have to like go with my phone flashlight, and that's all I have. And it's already really scary, and now I feel like that's gonna be worse. But yeah, it's 6 p.m. It's late. I am about to start Watching You by Lisa Jewell. I don't expect to finish this tonight. Like, let's be real. I'm probably gonna call it a night in like 3 or 4 hours. But I do want to get into it. That's where we're at right now. I lit a candle. It smells like waffles and I think almonds or something. It smells perfect. Chef's kiss. I love it. Okay, gonna turn on the audiobook and follow along and see how far we get. That last clip was a lie. I did not start watching you. It is 8 o'clock and I'm exhausted. Yeah, I actually went through and listened to like an hour of Ghost Squad because I had completely forgot that I started reading that, and I was like, oh crap, like I could finish that. I could read 4 books this week, even though it was my first full week of school, and I proctored SAT, and I put in like 50 hours. It's fine. No, I read I listened to an hour of it. Ghost Squad is super cute. It follows a young girl. It is middle grade. She can see her family, like their spirits and stuff, so it is similar to Coco. From what I gathered, she lives with her dad. Her mom's not in the picture. They run a ghost tour in their town, and it's not doing so hot, so they're about to like lose their house and stuff, so I think she's gonna try to save it. I don't know. As far as I got. I'm drinking hot tea, but I think this is goodbye. Like, goodbye, Summerween. It's been good. It's been a good year. I mean, what? It's been a good week. I bought some cool stuff. I have some things to think about. Literally, I'm thinking of ending things is gonna like end me. I don't know. I shouldn't say that. But yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. And if you like this, please subscribe. Like, I'm so close to hitting 100. Like, what is life? Like, am I a YouTube star? I think so. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.